Hey everybody, we are going for 3 nights of rock in 1 week. We started the week with Big and Rich, then went over to see the Ataris. Tonight, we're in City Walk, Orlando, and we're here to see 80s rock legend Rick Springfield. Opening for Rick Springfield, the great Kihn band, Tommy Tutone. It's 80s-rific. From what I saw in Ticketmaster, this is a very sparsely attended event with most of the seats taken just on the floor here. But these are our seats. We're in row D, so 4th row. Got a very good view of the stage here. By the way, we're back here in a couple of weeks to see Generation X. That's the show with Nuno Betancourt, Steve Vai, Zach Wilde all over again, and our seats are in the 2nd row all the way at the very, very end. So we have a very diagonal view for that show. Tommy Tutone up first. Both opening acts, pretty solid.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen either of them before.
Me neither.
Great Kihn was just
He was
amazing.
Amazing. Amazing. At 71, he was amazing.
71. Actually, Tommy Tutone, he's 71. Great Kihn.
69.
69! Next up is Rick Springfield. We had 2 opening acts already, and it's only 8 o'clock at night. Rick Springfield's band plays for both of those opening acts. So it's just Tommy Tutone singing and Great Kihn singing and playing. So easy, no set change.
Somewhere, this is for you. I'm very happy to see you again.
You remember? What were you treating him for?
Gross. Anxiety.
Is that Rick Springfield?
Rick Springfield?
Rick motherfucking Springfield.
Rick Springfield. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Rick Springfield.
Not on my watch. Jesse, just quiet hat.
And she's watching him with those eyes. No, I wish that I kissed this girl. Rick, what the? Give and take, you just take. I can't take it so. to change, it ain't hard to define. And she watched it with those eyes, and she loved it with that body, I just know it. He's holding her in his arms late at night, singing that, you know, I wish that I had Jesse's girl. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. But when I find no one like that.
The show is all over. This is the remnants looking for guitar picks and everything. This is our traditional look at the floor. Pretty much clean, except for bottles of water instead of bottles of beer like it usually is, and some peanuts. I thought the show was excellent.
I thought it was great.
There were some songs, and by the way, if everyone watching this video and you think Mary is the key driver for coming to see Rick Springfield, this is the second time I've dragged her to Richfield. Last time we waited like 5 hours in the band shell at Epcot. I'm trying to avoid the rain to be able to get a good seat. I have loved Rick Springfield since I was a kid. And
I like the hits that were on the radio.
I think Human Touch, probably my #3 favorite song of all time. And we'll save the other two for another time.
I like to remember General Hospital.
Yeah, they reference General Hospital. It's great. And by the way, the show's over by 9:35. That's including 2 openers and the headliner.
And the headliner, yeah.
So
we didn't miss our bedtime now.
not too bad. I could be home and sleeping by like 10:30 tonight. This is the merchandise line. There's not a lot of merchandise, so there's 5 shirts, a signed record for $100, and you could buy that guitar for a meet and greet, $750. But the crowd filled out. Well, the whole bottom was all sold out, and they had general admission behind it. It was just upstairs, pretty much empty. Now comes the ridiculous thing, where we have to drive home separate. There is no other way to make any time work in Orlando. If anybody's looking to try to move down here and realize to get 20 miles after work is a good like 1.5, 2-hour trip. So we had to meet each other here, like we are ships in the night. And now driving back home. Well, I am back home. It was a great show. And there is a reason why we're back in the den again. I haven't shot a closing to a video here in a bit. But with all the Star Wars stuff, I just wanted to point out again, despite Rick Springfield being 69 years old, heartthrob to women from days of soap operas and movies and music and everything, also a gigantic Star Wars fan. I know I've mentioned this before in other videos that we've done about Rick Springfield, but he has a Star Wars collection that, I mean, besides putting my stuff to shame, he's got a Star Wars collection that would put almost any collector's collection to shame. He has some of the most rare pieces and expensive pieces that any collector has. So I thought I'd come home and maybe bring back this Star Wars stuff here. And we got a bunch of stuff to switch out and redo on the shelves and everything, so we can get to that shortly. But for now, thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes and your comments and your subscriptions. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up or leave us a comment. Thank you very much for coming along. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys.